Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start this lesson off by giving all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakudash. Double honors to your apostles and elders, a great millstone. Honors toward our brothers who are fervently preaching the word in sincerity and in faith. Shalom to the sincere Akwath, and Shalom to the scattered Israelites who are amongst these heathen nations and look like these heathens. Now this lesson is going to be based on more storms from the Lord and the destruction that is being caused as a result of these storms. So through the Spirit, I'm going to read this article, give some precepts, and Lord's will, you're edified. It says, storm topples massive tree in Liberty, injures driver, and causes power outages. It says, powerful winds that swept through the Kansas City area Saturday night left behind downed trees, blocked roads, and widespread power outages in Liberty. One of the most visible examples was at Leonard and Cedar Streets, where a large silver maple tree crashed across the roadway, blocking traffic for hours. A driver struck the fallen tree as the storm moved through the area. The person was taken to a hospital with minor injuries, and the damaged vehicle was later towed from the scene. The tree, estimated to be decades old, stretched across the street and required crews to use chainsaws and heavy equipment to clear the roadway. By late Saturday night, traffic was once again moving through the area. Liberty Police said multiple streets in the city were blocked by fallen trees and limbs following the storm. Crews worked throughout the evening to clear debris and reopen roads. The damage came as severe thunderstorms moved across the Kansas City metro, producing wind gusts exceeding 80 miles per hour in some locations. The storms knocked out power to tens of thousands of customers across the region, including significant outages in Clay County. Residents in the neighborhood described the damage as sudden and intense. One homeowner said he had long worried the tree could come down during a major windstorm. Despite the widespread damage, only minor injuries had been reported at the Liberty scene Saturday night as cleanup efforts continued. So just once again, another example of the Lord bringing destruction via his storms. Isaiah 29:6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord Yahweh of hosts with thunder, and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire. And the Lord has been sending out these storms and tempests non-stop. Like every time you turn around, there's a thunderstorm happening. There's rain, there's lightning, there's hail, there's powerful winds. In some cases and in certain parts of the country, there's often tornadoes. You have other places that are getting hit with tropical storms. Just more and more signs of the Lord visiting this world which he made and bringing judgment upon these wicked kingdoms and these wicked people. Isaiah 28:2, behold, the Lord hath a mighty and strong one, which has a tempest of hail and a destroying storm, as a flood of mighty waters, overflowing shall cast down to the earth with the hand. And the Lord is unleashing these destroying storms. These storms that tear up the roads, knock over trees onto the roads or onto people's cars or onto people's homes. These storms that can snap power lines and knock over traffic lights, tear the roof off of homes and businesses. These storms that if the rain is torrential, it could result to flash floods. Like the Lord, he's bringing a lot of chaos and destruction via these storms and tempests. Psalms 11:6. Upon the wicked he shall rain snares, fire and brimstone, and in horrible tempest. This shall be the portion of their cup. And when you look up the definition of tempest, it means a violent, windy storm. So when you're getting hit with 80 plus mile an hour winds, and it's causing trees to fall over, and it's snapping power lines and knocking down traffic lights and tearing the roof and the siding off of homes and different businesses and buildings. That's some powerful winds right there. And this is why the men of the Lord are constantly saying that there is no getting around these scriptures. All the people who say, the scriptures are make-believe, they're a fairy tale book, they were written by the white man and all of this. Like, they don't understand that the scriptures are a divinely inspired book. Like the Lord put the spirit on all the men who wrote in this book, who created, the Bible. And all the things that are written in these scriptures are coming to pass. The things that have happened in the past, like the Lord flooding the world, the whole Noah's Ark thing, the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah, things like that. That's in the past. And now in the present, we're dealing with storms and tempests and fires and earthquakes and racial division, hearing of wars and rumors of wars, the love of many waxing cold. These are things written in the scriptures that are clearly happening, especially for those who have been blessed with the eyes to see. A lot of people don't want to acknowledge that the scriptures are true. And in their ignorance, they're out here being wicked and provoking the Lord unto wrath, which is only going to result in their destruction. Psalms 83:14, as the fire burneth a wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. Verse 15, so persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. And that's exactly what the Lord is doing, dishing out tropical storms, tornadoes. Very soon we're going to hear of hurricanes. The Lord is dishing out these thunderstorms, the rain, the lightning, the thunder, the hail, the powerful winds. And people are afraid, as they should be. People should fear the Lord. And the Lord is going to make people fear him by intensifying all of his judgments upon the earth. It's going to get to a point where people are no longer going to be able to deny that it's the work of the Heavenly Father. It's going to be too intense. it's going to be too severe. People are not going to be classifying it as, oh, it's just a result of global warming or Mother Nature. The Lord is going to force these wicked people to give him his rightful credit for all the things that are happening upon the earth. So with that, I'm going to wrap it up here. In closing, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakudash, the Wadi Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors toward our brothers who are fervently preaching the word in sincerity and in faith. Shalom to the sincere Aquath. And shalom to the scattered Israelites who are amongst these heathen nations and look like these heathens. Hope you all stay strong, stay safe, stay fervent, stay circumspect, stay prayed up at Adawan Ratazah. Till next time, shalom.